to your incredible hosts, Tim and Andy. Woo!
Tim.
My name's Andy.
Welcome to Weird Pals, everyone. Thanks for coming. Woo!
Our first live show.
This is our first live show. First live podcast thing that's happening at Endgames also, so that's pretty fun and cool. We're keeping the store open for now because we'll have friends coming in late, which is all fine and well.
And sounds great.
And sounds great. We have a plan. We will see how well this plan goes. This show is not constructed for live theater. It's not designed for this event in mind. But earlier in this season of Weird Pals, I looked at Andy and I said, ooh, what if we made a live show? And Andy said, yeah. And in fact, he said, I would be disappointed if we didn't do it.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
I don't fucking remember.
Andy doesn't listen to the show.
No.
But what we have done is ham-fisted our show into a live format. Has anyone ever listened to the Weird Pals podcast before? Yeah. This is not like any show you've already heard. So if you've never seen the show before, you're on equal footing with everybody else. What will happen? You are all a part of the show. We have 2 more seats. What will happen is we're going to play
That was very loud.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
Good. Good. I should scare you. We're going to play the song in question today. What we do on the Weird Pals podcast is we do God's work. We investigate the oeuvre of Sir Weird Al Yankovic, one song at a time. Recently knighted. That's not true. And we have gotten to a song that's called Hooked on Polkas, which is a medley of 12 pop songs from the 80s. Normally what we do is we have an expert come on to the show as a guest, and they tell us something about either the band that was being parodied or something about the song, which means that we will need 12 audience members to be experts today. But don't worry. If you don't know anything about 80s music, everyone's going to come up and grab a slip out of this jar as the song is being played. It will have all of the notes you will ever need to be a good guest on Weird Pals. We will then go in order as they are played through the song. We'll have about 5-minute conversation about each song. We can start off with the facts that you've got on your slips. You can start with a personal anecdote about whatever you want, music-wise.
About what you just learned about the song you just read about on the slip of paper. Yeah.
And then at the end of every segment featuring an audience member, you will get a prize. The prizes are in these bags by my feet.
I have 1 too. I have 7 through 12.
We're going to marathon through this with all of you. Thank you so much for joining in this weird experiment that we're all doing together.
Appropriately so.
Kaya, are you ready to play the song?
Sure, yeah, totally.
Excellent. As the song is being played, come on down, grab a slip of paper. You can do tradesies with the neighbor. If you're like, I don't like this one, you trade this one. And we'll explain what to do once the song is over. Does that sound good, everybody?
Yeah!
All right, Kaya, play the song for us.
Play the music.
Yeah, it's loading.
Come on, grab your slips. All right, gang, there's the whole song.
How about Weird Al coming in to perform it live for everyone?
Yeah, he just left.
Oh,
dang. He didn't know where the front door was, so he was actually back there with Kaya.
Weird.
Yeah.
Strange guy.
Strange guy. Weird even. We're going to do our songs in order. Whoever has 12th Street Rag, can you come on down? Pick your favorite thingy. And we're going to do 2 at a time and bounce around with more folks. Can we get whoever has State of Shock?
Yeah.
Take it off the thing.
This is gonna be fun.
So fun.
Okay, first order of business is please state your name.
State your name for the record.
My name is Kalia Armbruster.
Laughing straight through it. My name is Cody Frost, and I am a fan of the podcast.
That's right.
What is the last? What's the last?
It's her pulling on the mic and the whole thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave this here.
Take it out. You want me to take it out?
No, I can't.
Okay.
Possibly. Cody has blessed us with his presence on the podcast already this season.
Yes.
Repeat offender.
So we're here to talk about the 12th Street Rag.
Yeah, you've come and prepared with some notes.
By Uday L. Bowman?
I think so.
E-U-D-A-Y. How would you say that? Uday?
Yeah.
Right? Bowman writes lots of rags named after streets of the red light district of Fort Worth, Texas. So 6th Street Rag, 10th Street Rag, 11th Street Rag, and 12th Street Rag.
Oh.
Yeah, so there's a lot of
Right.
rags. Now, I didn't realize that this was the first part of the song. I did not pay attention.
It's okay, there weren't any words.
Bowman, so that's probably it's his work their work is not public domain. Royalties remain distributed amongst hundreds of descendants of the cousins until 2013, when 2 descendants bought out the others via private auction, which is wild.
I want to see a movie adaptation of that.
So there's a private auction, and then 2 of the siblings outbid the rest of the siblings.
The rest of the cousins.
Cousins.
It says hundreds of descendants of the cousins.
That's like ultimate ragtime succession.
I guess. Yeah, that's a lot of cousins. I don't have hundreds of cousins.
I have 4 cousins total.
You think?
Hold on. Stacy, Nicole,
2,
Matt,
3,
Jim.
4
cousins.
Great.
Improv humor for
yeah.
all the laymen.
This is a boring fact, but
Not like the other one.
no, the other one's interesting. Hundreds of cousins? That's so many people. Originally written in E major. Is that what that says? E major? E
Tim's the
B? It
musician.
says E B.
E flat.
E flat major.
I'm so glad I'm sitting down. That was a staggeringly interesting fact.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. And the steel guitar version of the song is used on an episode of SpongeBob SquarePants. Which I wish I knew the title of the episode that was on, but I did not do the research.
I couldn't tell you anything about anything other than what's written on that piece of paper.
That's it. That's it for me.
Oh my god.
I mean, I guess it's fun to know that. It's fun to know this part.
I'd agree.
We've learned.
No, I know. I didn't realize this is the part. So this is the beginning. See, I wish you had it clips, so we could be like, oh yeah, let's hear that clip.
This is a good time for notes.
Yeah.
For the next ladder.
I think it was perfect in every way.
Speaking of, Kalia, what do you got to say? What song are you covering?
I'm sharing some fun facts about State of Shock by the Jacksons and Mick Jagger, which I believe was the first time we heard some lyrics in this
You're right.
song. And actually, fun fact that's not on this piece of paper, it was originally written as a duet for Michael Jackson and Freddie Mercury. I got one up.
Give us one good reason why he said no.
He was tired that day.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Tie-tack.
Wait, which one?
What?
Which one of them was tagged?
Freddie Mercury.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
And LaToya.
Yeah. But guitarist Randy Hansen had been given a songwriting credit for this song. But in an interview in 2021 with Eddie Trunk, everyone knows who Eddie Trunk is.
The famous Eddie Trunk.
I don't even need to, I'm not going to explain that one. He said he didn't recall having any participation in the song and felt that he deserved no credit. So he was like, he got a songwriting credit and was like, I shouldn't have this.
Eddie Trunk
said
that Randy shouldn't have had.
Randy said that about himself. He was like, I don't deserve this songwriting
In the presence
credit.
of Mr. Trunk.
Yes.
Oh wow.
The world famous Eddie Trunk.
E Trunk?
Great.
That's one fact.
No, E flat.
Now everyone's looking at me me as if I know exactly what's written on there. I wrote these 2 weeks ago. I don't remember anything that's on these.
I'm just here to share what I know.
Oh, right, sorry.
Yeah.
Clea doesn't have a piece of paper in front of
No,
her.
the other thing I know is that Mick Jagger developed his solo career in the 1980s apart from the Rolling Stones. I don't know if anybody in this audience knows that because they're too
Are
young.
people familiar with the Rolling Stones?
Yeah!
Okay, good.
So this led to a period where Keith Richards has referred to it as World War III, saying at the time that if Jagger toured without the Stones, it would be a death sentence.
Wow.
So they were fighting, and it was bad. And then when the Stones released Dirty Work in March of 1986, Jagger's relations with Richards were at an all-time low,
Oh, no.
resulting in Jagger refusing to tour to support the album.
Oh my gosh.
So
Oh,
I hope they worked it out.
And they're still playing today.
Yeah, but they still hate each other.
Really?
I don't know. I hope not.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
There is a QR code on your slips of paper, audience members, and this is a bit that we have in every single episode. In season 1 of this, me and our previous co-host, Joel, found a dumb website. It's called getsongbpm.com, and it takes a song and shoves it into very bad AI, and it spits out numbers on how the song is on tempo, and then 4 weird
Other
qualities. Andy, would you like to run through the categories that this website creates
Sure.
numbers?
So we got beats per minute, obviously. Then we have danceability.
On a scale of 1 to 100, danceability.
And the icon they use is like a shoe print, so I guess it's like 1 to 100 shoe prints. The next category is energy.
On a scale of 1 to 100, energy.
The next one is acousticness, which we're not sure, still not sure if that is even a word.
It's on a scale of 1 to 100, acousticness.
And finally, liveness.
Now that's not liveliness, because that's covered in energy. It's liveness.
Liveness.
On a scale of 1 to 100, how liveness is the song? Can you read off the numbers that Weird Al has for each of these categories?
Yes. For BPM, it is 175 beats per minute. Danceability is 44. Energy is 85.
Wow.
Acousticness is 30. And liveness, 8. A resounding 8
Doesn't sound very live.
So what we do
out of
here,
100.
it's very hard to decide if a song is better between 2 different options. Is this song better or is that song better? So what we do here on the podcast is we go through the gauntlet. We check Get Song BPM. If the original song wins 3 out of the 5 categories, it's the better song. A larger number means better, even with tempo.
Yes. Right. Which is often we found wrong.
It's often wrong. This website, bad. Andy will be our record keeper. If you can tell us the Get Song BPM, what is it called? The
12 Street Rag.
The audio profile. That's
Yes.
what I'm
Yes.
looking for. 12
So
Street Rag.
I'll just let you know, my phone has, as of right now, been banned from the site for some reason, so I have to use Clea's phone. I don't know why it's been banned. I have no idea. It just says this host has banned you from their service.
Wow.
For temporarily. Okay, so according to Clea's phone, 12 Street Rag has a tempo of 156 beats per minute.
Is that higher or lower, Andy?
That's lower.
That's lower. Okay. Danceability is 49.
Higher by 5 danceabilities.
Wow, you can dance more to the original rag. Energy is a whopping 92.
Whoa. Big
I
ol'
do
win.
want to hear this original song now, because I'm not familiar with it.
12 Street Rag is in the lead.
Yes, acousticness is an 8. So
Alright.
it's not very acoustic.
Are we tied?
We're tied. It comes down to liveness.
Oh my gosh.
Liveness. How live is this? How liveness is this?
Yes.
It's 35.
Oh, and 12 Street Rag takes it.
Dang.
Oh.
Wow. Now I have to listen to this song.
I guess so. More homework. Kalia.
Okay. Whoa, I'm so nervous. The tempo is 121 beats per minute.
121. That is a loss
Oof,
for State of Shock.
starting out rough. Danceability is 96.
96. Oh, big old.
96. Energy 83, baby.
Close, but no cigar.
Damn it. Acousticness is 15.
15.
Oh, and
It's pretty high.
the last one is liveness is 7.
7. I think that means Hooked on Polkas takes it.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Fair.
Yeah.
Very
Right.
Yes.
Weird Al
Okay.
wins one and loses one. That's pretty
Yes.
exciting. Now, thank you so much for being part of our show. We have presents for every single person that comes up here. And they are related to either the title of the song, the name of the artist, or some weird stretch of the imagination. So for 12th Street Rag, here
Yes.
are some cleaning rags.
Yeah! Yes.
And because that's a bad gift, here is a 45 of Weird Al's single Ricky, and the B-side is Buckingham Blues.
Oh, nice. Actually, that's great. I love that. Thank you very much.
You're so welcome. Oh, State of Shock.
Oh god, I'm so nervous.
Cattle
Do you
prod.
prefer CDs or records?
Oh, I mean either actually, but a record would be great.
Great. So because the Jacksons are involved, this is a single from Janet Jackson. It's Young Love. The B-side is Magic is Working. This is from the A&M album Janet Jackson. Round of applause for our Up to the stage next. Can we please have those?
Wait.
Oh. I knew I would forget the slide whistle of transition.
Slide whistle of transition.
Can we please have those that are responsible for learning about Sharp Dressed Man and What's Love Got to Do with It?
Take the mic off.
Do it.
Take it off.
Take it
Slide it
off.
out.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Please state your name for the record.
My name is Benham Hirayatnia. It's very long.
My name is Eddie Chan.
Yeah.
Which of you gents has Sharp Dressed Man?
I do.
All right, a classic song by ZZ Top, I'm told. What else do you know about it?
Well, have you heard that the guitar solo in the song was chosen by the Guitar World as number 43 in their 2009 list of 50 greatest guitar solos?
When you say the Guitar World, I assume you mean the magazine. What does it say on the slip? Does it refer to a magazine?
No, I think the guitar world is sort of like the conglomerate of all
Yeah,
guitars.
I just want to specify.
It's probably the magazine. I was thinking the video game, so
No, let's go with this.
The classic video game Guitar World.
One single video game got together and decided on all the best guitar. What number did this place?
43.
43 out of 50?
Yeah.
What a great fact.
Did you also know that in 2012, the song was chosen to be the opening theme song for the A&E reality show Duck Dynasty? Yeah, the show ran on A&E from 2012 until 2017.
Thank you for including a fact about Duck Dynasty, along with the fact about the song and its inclusion in Duck Dynasty.
That's the show with the guys with all the beards.
Yes.
And
So
ZZ Top is the band with all the beards.
Yes.
Got it. Do you think that was on purpose or is that some weird coincidence?
I think it's
Venom?
I think it's on purpose.
Oh,
I think
we're
they
split.
were like, this is perfect for these long bearded men. And I'm sure they were all fan of ZZ Top too.
Do you suppose they were inspired to grow their beards because of ZZ Top?
I think so. I think they saw him playing live and decided to grow their wizard beards. I haven't seen the show, guys. I don't know what Duck Dynasty is.
They got famous for making duck calls.
Yes,
Oh.
they're notoriously rich.
Okay.
They got rich for making duck calls. They got famous because they have a reality TV show about them.
Gotcha.
That's
Great.
it,
I'll
Bills.
check it out.
No.
Okay. Never mind.
It's trash.
It's trash. Okay.
If you like trash, then go for it.
Cool.
God, I really want another
They kinda
fact
got in
about
trouble.
ZZ Top.
Me too.
Oh yeah, all right. So did you also know
No.
that Tim Newman directed the music video?
Tim Newman?
I have no relation.
He said that a beer company, likely Schlitz, secretly paid Warner for a product placement in the video. But MTV refused to air it until the shots were removed.
Ah, yes. Because MTV did not like product placements in
No.
videos. Neil Young learned that the hard way.
We also learned on the episode something this season when we covered Yoda. Yoda mentioned Coca-Cola in the original version, and the BBC was like, no, 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 and then made whatever his face is fly from the United States back to Britain, say Cherry Cola into a microphone, and then he flew back to go back on tour.
That's what the Kinks did too.
That's who I'm talking about.
Yeah, you said
Ray
for
Davis.
Yoda instead of for Lola.
Don't pay attention so closely to the words I say.
I understand what you're talking about.
Ray
Davies. Yeah.
Ray Davies.
Oh, I thought that was a Star Wars reference.
Ray Davies.
You said Yoda.
Jedi Ray Davies.
So boss.
Is it my turn now?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
What song? I forgot what song you're covering.
So I'm covering the song "What's Love Got to Do with It" by the fantastic Tina Turner.
R.I.P.
The song was released in 1984. The song hit #1 on the Billboard charts for 3 weeks. Also in 1984 was when the Smiths released their first album. That's another fun fact. That's not on here. That was my
Yeah,
fun
are you
fact.
going off script?
Yeah.
I was like, that's
Benham's
pretty good.
doing a great example of ignore most of the things that are written on your
Okay,
piece of paper.
great.
Do what you want here.
Thank you. Okay. The
But
song.
if most of the things you say are about the Smiths, I'm gonna redirect
All right,
you.
all right. That was the only one. I was just trying to think of like what other things I could. Anyway, the song is featured on Turner's 5th solo album, Private Dancer, her first commercially successful album after splitting with Ike Turner.
Wow.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, we forgot to mention that there should be a wow after every.
Yeah, thank you. In 1985, Tina Turner co-starred in Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, recording 2 songs for the film. I didn't know.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Now,
Holy cow.
swearing is a problem.
Oh,
Because
no.
one of us has to put in a sound effect over every time we swear,
Oh.
so that I can claim it as a clean podcast.
I already said the F word at the very beginning.
I'm gonna have to. We have a sound effect called the swear honk, and it goes over anytime someone swears. And then someone learned that. I think you and Dylan learned that and just sweared for a whole minute straight.
We
And I
did.
spent too much time making it honk.
We love you.
Oh, fudge. Okay.
That's better.
Okay, and then my last one is Tina's first hit of her career was River Deep, Mountain High, released in 1966, a song written and produced by Phil Spector and featuring the famous Wrecking Crew session musicians. So, Phil Spector, right?
Yeah. Big fan?
He's okay. He's okay. He's notoriously crazy, apparently. And okay, I was like, I don't know if I should bring up the Beatles, but technically he did produce their Let It Be album. But Paul didn't like it and was like, then made the Let It Be naked version.
The naked version?
Because Phil Spector put a bunch of strings on like a long and winding road, and Paul was like, this is ruining my song, so the naked version's like removing all like the fancy strings and like orchestra and stuff like that. I am sorry for bringing that up, because I know that's annoying.
Never apologize. Never apologize. It's time to scan, if you haven't scanned already.
Oh, scan, yes, that's right, I have.
While you're doing that, I need to remember what gifts I'm giving you. Andy, whenever they're ready.
I have mine, whichever. Start.
Eddie, are you banned too?
Oh no.
No, you got it.
I'm in.
Sharp Dressed
Sharp Dressed Man by ZZ Top. Tempo, we have 123 BPM.
23, and that's a lot.
Danceability, we have 61 Little Footsteps.
61, that's a win.
For energy, we got 36.
36, that's a lot.
Acousticness.
Acousticness. Now, we had a guest also on the Yoda episode. That is a Star Wars reference. Good catch. Dave Turner, who's like a lifelong musician, has sworn that through all of his career as a musician and through all of his degrees, he's never ever heard once anyone use the word acousticness. Yeah. But we will use it every episode until we die.
And beyond.
I'm not committing to that. What's the number though?
The number is 1.
Yeah, it's a loss.
One vote on that one.
And finally, the liveness.
Liveness.
Liveness. We have 9.
9. Oh, it did win liveness.
So what's the result there, Andy?
But the result is a loss for Sharp Dressed Man.
That means a win for Weird Al!
Yes.
Okay. So mine has 99 BPM,
99.
That's less.
That's much less.
86 danceability,
That's more.
energy 41. The danceability and energy should seem
Are
correlated.
different.
But
They're different.
They should seem correlated, but whatever. I'm just saying if it's a low energy song, it should be low danceability.
You're telling me that
It's
there's
slow
not a
dance.
low energy song that comes on the radio and you just want to dance
You
to
want
it?
to dance to it?
You
Like a
can't dance
funeral
to-
dirge? You just want to like...
Yeah, you don't groove to Someone Like You by Adele.
Sometimes.
Or The
but-
Long and Winding Road by Sir Paul McCartney.
Oh, every night.
Yeah.
Acousticness is 22,
22.
and liveliness is...
No. Liveness.
Oh, sorry, liveness. That doesn't make sense. Is 9.
9.
Adam, you have to get it right.
I'm sorry, Cody.
But that's a loss for What's Love Got to Do with It.
And a win for Weird Al! Okay, so for ZZ Top, we have a CD. It's called Recycler. And then also
by ZZ Top?
Justine found this. It's a split 45 of 2 bands. One of the bands is called ZZZZ, which is twice the Z's as of ZZ Top. And the song that they put on here is called Assassination Polka. So it's like a no-brainer.
Oh, thank you so much.
And then Tina Turner.
Yeah.
I've got a 45 of Way of the World and You Know Who.
Oh.
And because you're clamoring for it, a copy of What's Love Got to Do with It on VHS. And in case you get lonely, a second copy. Round of applause for us. Can we get to the stage as our transition?
Wait. Nope.
Beautiful. Can we have whoever's in charge of Method of Modern Love and owner of a Lonely Heart, come on down. Gotta clap until they're all the way here. Please state your name for the record.
Hello, I'm Justine.
Just Justine.
Justine Sizemore. Look it up.
She's famous.
I just swore. Kevin Richard Boyce. Can you bleep my middle name so there's no identity theft?
I make no promises. I will do my
I'm just
best.
kidding.
What kind of sound effect do you would like on top of your middle name?
The whatever you had. Yeah.
The swear hunk?
The swear hunk.
They're gonna think your name is Kevin fucking Boyce.
Can we do that?
Yeah, you got it. Which one of y'all has Method of Modern Love?
That's me.
Thank you for raising your hand on an audio medium.
We're getting video. We're recording this like 4
That's
ways.
true. We're recording it here and up there, and we'll put it up on YouTube maybe, but I'm banned from YouTube, so we will see.
Nice.
Oh,
But
it finally happened.
It happened almost immediately when I tried to make one for the show.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But if you're discouraged, you can find them on OnlyFans. So.
that
Not a joke.
isn't a joke.
Okay. Method of Modern Love, Hall & Oates. This song is the second single from their 1984 album titled Big Bam Boom.
Cool, that's a good name.
Yeah. Thanks, I wrote it myself. By 1984, the RIAA recognized Daryl Hall and John Oates as the #1 selling duo in music history, a record they still hold today. So get on that, music duos.
Yeah, what duo isn't pulling their weight in current days?
Casey and JoJo.
Casey and JoJo.
I'm old.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
I'm sorry.
Come on, we got one.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Confirmed.
Kalia.
More facts?
Yes.
I wish you
Okay, this one is actually quite fun. Hall & Oates first met in 1967, where they performed separately at a band competition when gunfire rang out between two rival gangs.
Oh my god.
And in trying to escape, they ran into the same service elevator.
That's such a meet cute.
That's adorable. Minus the gunfire. It's a pretty good meet.
It's a meet cute too.
I
Sure.
want the movie to be very cute and fun.
I agree. I would watch that movie.
Yeah.
I'd buy 2 copies of that movie on VHS.
That's more interesting than any of my facts.
I will say, like, unlike Mick Jagger and Keith Richards, unknown whether they hate each other still, Hall & Oates notoriously hate each other.
Really?
They do.
Yes.
From when?
Probably, like, in, like, recent time, like the last 20 years or something. Yeah.
You don't think they like got into a fight on the elevator and it was like so fiery and passionate that they're like, we have to write a bunch of music about this?
I kind of hope it's that, but I don't think it is.
Famously fiery and passionate music.
Yeah. You make my dream. That's fire.
Yeah.
Let it sit. Let it sit.
Want to tell us about Owner of a Lonely Heart?
Yeah,
by
I'd
Yes?
love to. The song originated in 1979 from South African musician, singer-songwriter, and producer Trevor Rabin. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. While going to the toilet, he wrote the whole thing, in quotes, the whole thing from beginning to end.
That's a fun fact. Don't pretend that's not a fun fact.
I just thought the gunshot. Couldn't compare.
Oh, for sure.
And while he was on the toilet, outside, distant gunfire.
I've been to South Africa.
You have?
Yeah.
More fun than any of that. What do you mean?
What's that?
What do you mean you went to South Africa?
Oh, it was a study abroad. I was.
That's,
Yeah.
Top of your head doesn't have.
So yeah. Something happened weird with baboons when I was in South Africa, but we don't have to talk about that.
We must talk about it. You're saying no to yes and saying yes to baboons.
Okay. So yeah, I was in South Africa. I was in South Africa, and I was with a group, like a study abroad group, and I kind of wandered away from the group down to a beach while people are waiting to get to this whale watch area. That's not so interesting, but I was on this beach just messing around, just walking around. Not that kind of messing around. And there was the stairs that went down to the beach, and then I walked back up the stairs at some point because I was like, oh shit, people are probably looking for me. And then and as I was going up, I saw there was a crowd of people at the top of the stairs that come up from the beach, and they were all looking down at me, and I was like, what the hell's going on? And I just kept walking up, and at some point I was like, just like looked behind me, and there was a trail of baboons following me up the stairs.
Did they think you were their leader?
Maybe. And I got to the top of the stairs, and they started just wreaking havoc. At some point, I was like starting to sprint up the stairs because I'm not dumb. And when I got to the top, they started just like stealing things from people and harassing people. And there was a bus full of tourists. I think they were Japanese, and they got out and they were just getting out of their bus, and then they saw the baboons and got back in the bus, and the baboons started banging on the bus, and people were like screaming, and then the park rangers came with like these sticks with like like ropes, circular things at the end, and they got the baboons. Oh my god! That's the end of the story.
Very exciting story. I want to see that movie as well.
It's a fun fact about the Prague rock band Yes. We need to do Get Song BPM, gang.
Okay, I've done a bad job and I left my phone in my seat.
All right, we're not going to do Get Song BPM.
No, we will.
We don't have to. We don't have to do any of this.
We have to do this.
Would you kindly scan my Get Song VPN, please?
It's gonna take me a second, so you guys talk.
What do you think about Kevin's baboon story?
I liked it.
I did too.
I was a big fan of the bamboo story. I liked the part where he was messing around on the beach.
What do you think he was doing?
Whatever it was, the baboons were huge.
I actually
thing.
remember finding a dry puffer fish on the beach.
We are changing the theme, the topic of this podcast to just all Kevin.
Okay, everybody. Big Bam Boom. Method of Modern Love. We've got a tempo of 94 beats per minute.
That's so slow.
Quite low. Which, surprisingly, is very danceable. At a 72 danceability. Yes. But not very energetic.
This is science, people.
I mean, it's a 54. It's not the
bad.
least energetic,
Okay,
that's
but
an
it's
F.
It's still a loss, but
okay. Well,
it's not it's not the lowest we've had.
no, certainly not. Acousticness. This is a level 6 acousticness.
Yeah, it's mostly like a computer. That song, I think.
Yeah. I don't know.
Whenever you're confused, just say the name of the band.
The name of the band?
Yeah.
Hall & Oates?
Never mind.
What?
Kevin.
Yes.
Thank you.
I don't know what's happening. Liveness.
Don't worry about it.
There was a joke in it.
Barely.
Somewhere.
What's the likeness, Christy?
The liveness is 9.
9. Oh, that's a win.
Oh, that's great.
Wow, a win. A win all the way?
But overall, not a win all the way.
Another one for Al.
Yes.
I'm not sure if I can find it now that you threw it at.
Oh,
There's a spare one right over there.
Yeah. Talk amongst yourselves for a second.
What do you have with that pufferfish?
Pupper.
Kevin and the puffer.
Wait, who covered Tina Turner?
Me.
I
I couldn't
have a
take the
cassette
puffer
tape of
fish
Tina
home.
Turner.
In case the 2 VHS tapes got lost.
There's laws against taking puffer fish as long.
All right, Kevin. What's the BPM for owner?
The BPM is 123. Yeah. And then
less.
oh no.
Say it softer.
Yeah.
No. Get further from the mic.
Should we all put the mics on Kevin?
The danceability is 70.
That's a win.
Yes. I can't swear. Energy is. It's, 75. Acousticness. 31. And I'm not gonna mess this up. Liveness. 37.
That's a win
Wow.
for yes.
Whoa!
Yes.
Yes for yes. All right, gang. Method of Modern Love. What's more modern than the sex shop that's downtown in Oakland? Is that your song, Justin? Great.
That's a lucky
Good.
one.
This is like one of those phone poppy thingies, and this is the only non-sexual one in the store. It's like a boba drink for some reason. And it has the name of the sex shop, Feel More, on it, so that's for you.
Am I allowed to tell them the thing I wanted to get at the store?
Yeah.
I was told it was too raunchy for this podcast, but they had little like baby vibrators in like candy packaging that was very cute, and I thought that'd be fun, and I was told no.
You can always go back.
Justine, you also get this 45 of a Hall & Notes record, Adult Education and Man Eater.
Thank you.
Kevin, you covered yes, yes,
Yes.
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 Here's a record of yes.
Yes.
It's that one. And
Yes.
a poster of yes. Yes. Round of applause to our participants. I could use that as a trash can, but I threw it away. Can we please have the participants who are responsible for... Thank you. Can we have the participants who are responsible for We're Not Gonna Take It and 99 Luftballons? Do you want to do those the second time? Okay, let me switch with your, I'll do your scorekeeping. Please state your name for the record.
I'm Mary Johnson.
Yeah.
Try to find me on the internet. Dare you. I'm Mary Johnson.
With a J.
But we won't tell you where.
I am Chris Wilkerson. Good luck spelling that.
Which one of y'all is in charge of We're Not Gonna Take It?
I am.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh, that's such a coincidence.
No way!
Yeah.
What do you happen to know about either the song or the band?
It's so funny you should ask because I know exactly 3 things about it.
Okay.
Okay, so in 1978, the band broke attendance records at large halls in the tri-state area. Which states are the tri-state area?
New York, New Jersey, Maryland?
Connecticut!
Connecticut.
Wow.
You came in.
I was confusing it with the
Bad.
DMV. The DMV is
Department.
Delaware, Maryland,
Motor,
Vermont,
vehicles.
Virginia.
You came in with about 100 level confidence and about 80 level
He is an
accuracy.
English teacher,
So
not a
you know,
judge.
so you know my whole thing then.
Anyway, as part of that same fact, not a new one, but sort of a compound sentence, is that its growing fan base began to take the name SMFFOTS for Sick Motherfucking Friends of Twisted Sister, later shortened to SMF for Sick Motherfuckers.
Mary just got
I'll
two
repeat that
horns.
if you'd like.
No, please don't. Only this audience will really know what that is, because the listening audience on the podcast will have no idea.
But they'll hear the F in the acronym, and I think they'll put 2 and 2 together. Anyway, that's that
Nice.
one.
Do you have more?
Oh my gosh, I absolutely do.
Fantastic.
We're Not Gonna Take It was written by vocalist Dee Snider. As influences for the song, he cites the glam rock band Slade and the Christmas carol "O Come All Ye Faithful," which I kind of hear.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
Right?
goodness, you're right. Yeah. Come on, you
Yeah.
faithful, we're not gonna take it.
Oh my god.
He stole a Christmas song.
If he dressed up like Santa Claus instead of his sister, do you think we would be able to tell easierly? Easierly?
Okay, you are an English teacher, like I said before.
It's
There's no
summer
excuse.
break,
Summer break.
Andy.
Yeah.
No excuse.
He's on the
Teachers be teaching.
Oh, that saying we all know.
Yeah.
Okay, another fact about this situation is that Twisted Sister performed the song "Burn in Hell" during a cameo appearance in the 1985 film Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Nice.
What Christmas song is that based off?
Also, "Oh Come All Ye Faithful."
Oh, okay.
That's sort of the trunk of the tree that branches into all of their work. Is "Oh Come All Ye Faithful." That is all I have.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
How neat.
I think it's also very neat. This is
Concur?
going well, yes.
Chris, you want to tell us about 99 Luftballons?
Yes.
By Nina?
Yes. This is not on the paper, but Nina's real name that's her stage name. Her real name is Gabrielle. And she's the lead vocalist for the band Nina of the same namesake. Let's see. I have 2 notes here that I am going to read for you. The English version is not a direct translation of the German original and contains lyrics with a somewhat different meaning. In the US, the English language version did not chart, while the German language recording became Nina's only US hit.
That's great. They spent so much time making an English translation and it did not work out in the English-speaking country.
It did not. Actually, there's nothing in the original German song that says the color red.
Right.
Yeah, they put red to fill that.
Because Luftballons just means balloons, right?
Like air balloons.
Air balloons.
Yeah, so they were not faithful to the whole translation. Okay, the second point I have here is the video was shot in a Dutch military training camp. The band performing the song on a stage in front of a backdrop of fires and explosions provided by the Dutch army. Towards the end of the video, the band are seen taking cover and abandoning the stage, which was unplanned and genuine since they believed the explosive blasts were getting out of control.
Wow.
So they just thought,
The idea of going to an army base to film a music video is so audacious. It's impressive.
They thought, oh no, the real weapons we asked for might be a problem.
yeah, this was a bad idea. I don't know.
Andy timed a riff?
What do you got, Andy?
I do actually have a Weird Al fact about this part of the song.
What?
Yes. When Al sings in the song, he sings it in the original German. Though some of the words and syllables are wrong and turn the thing into basically and appropriately nonsense.
So it's German-ish.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. That's it. That's about that. I do believe it's time to play the game.
Maybe I should have saved the fact for while they're picking up the website.
I have mine
You ready to go?
up and ready to go.
All right. Oh, this is my job now.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh, you have your own pen?
I got 2 pens, motherfucker.
Now he has one.
Someone in the audience was before the pen even hit the floor, she was up, at it, and grabbed it, and went back to her seat. We will be speaking to her later in the podcast. I'm
Judge
sure.
left the house and said to herself, I better come home with one more pen.
I'm quite impressed, yes. Quite impressed.
The fastest dibs I've ever seen.
So fast.
We're not going to take it as how fast, Mary?
It is 152 BPM.
Oh, goodness, that's too slow. What about the danceability?
51 footsteps.
That's a little bit dancier. What about energy?
93.
Wow, that's more energy. What about acousticness?
2.
That's less. We're all tied up. It comes down to liveness, which, as we learned, because we emailed the people that run this website, they said liveness is on a scale of 1 to 100%. What percentage is our computer confident that this was recorded live?
Wow.
So, what's the result?
What is it for the Weird Al song?
It's an 8.
Okay. For the song, it is a 17.
Oh!
Wow. Twisted Sister wins.
Oh no.
Oh no. Weird Al's gonna have to go up against Nina or Gabrielle, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah, Gabrielle.
Alright. How fast is 99 Luftballons?
Let's see, the tempo is 96.
96.
BPM.
That's very slow or wrong. Danceability?
Both are possible.
We have a score of 55 footsteps.
That's faster though.
Yeah.
Energy?
49.
That's less. But what about acousticness?
We have 9.
9. That's also less. Weird Al's got it, but just for kicks and gigs, what's the liveness?
A whopping 12.
A whopping 12. Well, that's
Yeah,
more,
takes
but
it
not
there,
more enough. Weird Al takes it!
Yeah!
We got presents.
Yes.
So Andy, anything in there that's got a number 8?
Well, 7 or 8, right? 7 or 8.
Yeah, 7s and 8s go
Okay.
to.
So for We're Not Gonna Take It by Twisted Sister, we appropriately had a VHS copy of the classic movie Twister, directed by Jan de Bont and starring Helen Hunt and Bill Paxton. Great movie. And also, appropriately, a LP of The Twist.
Oh my gosh,
Yes, the
fun.
song The Twist by Robbie Robber and the Hijackers.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Thanks, Weird Pals.
Amazing.
And for 99 roofed balloons, let's see what we got. We got a. I can't believe you got this.
Say it.
It is a DVD of the movie we've all heard of, 99 Homes, starring Andrew Garfield, Michael Shannon, and Laura Dern, about real estate agents.
I've always wanted to sing.
I think it's a really bummer of a movie too.
It's a huge bummer. And this is a double gift right here. We have a bunch of red balloons in a bag, along with a map of Germany and Switzerland.
Give a round of applause for
99 homes.
99 homes.
So many homes.
That's a lot of homes.
Please watch the movie and report back.
Yeah, count the homes if you could.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
They're leaving the building.
No.
Oh my god, I forgot how to do this.
That's okay. It could be also broken because it's bad. Nice, got it. May we please have to the stage those that are responsible for Footloose and The Reflex. Come on down.
Your shoe's untied.
I know that.
You should tie it for the
Oh, this is
podcast.
gonna be good.
No, it's not.
Please state your name for the record.
Which person first?
My name is Jevin Kokash, for the record.
For the record, my name is Cody Frost still.
Oh,
Is this too antagonistic? Should I be nicer?
never be nice.
Never be nice.
Yeah.
Always be weird.
Nice guys finish the
Teachers be teaching.
Teachers be teaching. Okay.
Teachers be teaching.
Which one of y'all has Footloose?
I have Footloose.
Tell us about Footloose, would you?
Okay. Footloose is by Kenny Loggins. And it says here, Kenny Loggins is well over 9 feet tall. There's no way this stuff is real.
You wrote that, right?
Kenny Loggins used to be named Kenny Treans, but then he broke both of his ankles at basketball. This is
Straight off the Wikipedia.
Loggins appears in the 2013 video game Grand Theft Auto 5, playing himself as the host of an in-game radio station called Los Santos Rock Radio. Now, which of these are real? Kenny Loggins has never felt comfortable, but his real name is Benny Loggins.
It's really Benny Loggins, but his last name changed too?
Yeah, well, now his name is Benny Loggins. It used to be Benny Trees. But then he broke both of his ankles at a pickup basketball game. Too afraid to correct people.
Loggins.
To Benny from Ken. Okay. During the late 1900s, Loggins recorded so many successful songs for film soundtracks that he became known as the king of the movie soundtrack. It began with I'm Alright from Caddyshack. Hits followed with Footloose and I'm Free, parentheses, Heaven Helps the Man, from Footloose. Meet Me Halfway from Over the Top, and Danger Zone, and Playing with the Boys from Top Gun.
Has anyone seen Over the Top?
No.
Yes.
It's the arm wrestling movie.
I have, with Stallone.
Yeah.
He's a truck driver, and he's trying to take care of his family. With
How's his performance?
His son.
Muted?
Which one? His son?
The truck.
The truck. The truck doesn't talk a lot.
Doesn't talk a lot.
Which is interesting because there's a talking truck in the Transformers movie, which has a relationship with Weird Al.
That has
I
no
talk about
bearing
it
to
on my
this.
podcast.
Are you just
of
referring
this
back
show.
to the episode?
Yeah, that I'm on.
Yeah.
If you're confused if Cody had very little to say, the answer is absolutely not.
Wait, Cody talked at length? I've never seen him do it.
You don't look at me when I talk.
Cody!
Why would I?
Do you have any more
Are you
facts?
done,
Are you done?
Yeah, I read all the facts on my sheet.
No, Jim was the only one who asked if he could be antagonistic, and I feel like we all sharing the word now.
See, that's why I asked.
Cody, please tell us about the Reflex.
So the
by Duran
Reflex
Duran.
by Duran Duran is not a song that I remember too well, but the
That is
album.
a fun fact.
Yeah, the album recording session took place in France. In France. What? Took place in France, the Caribbean, and Australia between April and October 1983 during Duran Duran's decision to record outside the UK as tax exiles.
Whoa.
They didn't want to play. They didn't want to play UK taxes for recording, so they did it in 3 different parts of the world.
And in case you're confused, if any famous band goes to an island to record a record, that's why, as I learned. They want to be tax exempt from being a famous band.
Huh. Anyway,
It's like a England specific problem.
Sure, yeah, 'cause I've
England's like,
never-
you're a famous rock band, give us more money, and then they all flock to like the Caribbean.
right, you're famous and you're artist, and you probably got your money early on from like tax funds and stuff like that, right?
Right. It's all
The
publicly
UK,
funded.
yeah, the UK funds arts, unlike where we are. Which is the USA.
I don't know if you know this, but the
California.
United States government is funding this event right
Ooh.
now.
What's the kickback? What are you guys getting on this?
What?
Everybody here is a sleeper cell.
Oh no. That's bad for me, guys.
Okay.
That was
So
a good bit.
you can record that.
Can you bleep over the whole thing?
Yeah, a chain of 1980s themed nightclubs in the UK are named after the song. It says is named. Did you write
Summer break,
this?
man,
Okay.
summer break.
Okay. Seven and the Ragged Tiger was Duran Duran's final studio album with the original 5-piece lineup until 2004's Astronaut. Is Seven and the Ragged Tiger one album? It's an album.
That's an
one
album name.
That's an album name. Okay, I thought it was 2 albums. So by the final tour dates, John was on
John Duran.
John Duran. Sorry.
Just says John.
John just says John. John Duran of Duran Duran, because we all know Duran Duran is 2 twin brothers, John and Sean.
Fun fact though, their name was originally Dur and Urine. Everybody said it was.
Yeah, they combined them to Duran. So John.
No, Dur and Urine.
Yeah, but what was their last names? Those were their last names?
No, their last names were still Duran.
So you're
So
They
Dur
just thought,
Duran.
oh, this is clever. If you just munched all the names together, it's like Dur and Urine.
Munched?
Yeah, munch them all together. Don't attack me, I attack you.
By the final tour dates, John was doing drugs on stage. Footage from the shows in Oakland, California,
Capital of Earth,
were compiled from the concert film Arena from 1985. A planned European leg was canceled due to the band's exhaustion.
a leg.
Yeah, it says it says a planned European leg. A planned European leg. A planned European. It was planned. A planned European leg was
If you say
canceled.
planned European leg enough times, it doesn't make any sense.
I mean, it does not have a context either. A planned European leg.
Say it 3 times, fast.
A planned European leg. A planned European leg. A planned European leg.
You said lurpy.
Whatever.
Well, now planned European.
Okay, let's get these BPMs. I'm still banned.
I do have an additional fun fact, and that's that this website does not have an entry for my song.
That's true. Get
Says
on
so.
BPM doesn't have anything for Footloose by catalog. It's
weird.
so
It automatically loses.
It automatically
You're gonna have to
loses.
scan this because I
I
can't
have
do
to
it.
scan that?
Yeah, because my phone's I'm banned. I showed Khalid I'm
Here we go.
banned.
Here we go. One sec.
I tried it and it wouldn't let me.
Andy,
see
are we marking this win-loss as a win for the song or a win for Weird Al?
On the very top,
Yeah.
a win for Al.
Where from?
Also, after the show, if you want to talk to me about why Cody was banned from the website, I know. I was there. I saw it happen. It's gross.
All right, Cody.
That's
the
why I have to use other
reflex.
people's
Yes,
devices.
I can't say it on here because you'd have to bleep the whole thing.
Episode would be
Top to
tagged.
bottom.
Long.
How fast is it?
It is. The tempo is 126 beats per minute.
That's too slow. What's the danceability?
The danceability is 56.
That's danceability enough for a win. What about energy?
Energy is cropping high, 89.
Dropping high. You know, like people say.
Like a high crop.
That's also a win for the reflex. Oh my gosh.
Acousticness
Yeah.
is an 11.
That's
Guitars
a lose. We're all tied.
or
Can it
mandolins.
beat 8 for
Is that-
liveness?
Is that a ukulele maybe?
What are we doing?
What is that? I'm just
Oh,
like
it's
the
like,
icon.
yeah, a little-
it's
There's
a
no
little
time for
guitar or
vamping.
something.
And liveness is 30.
30, that's a win for Duran
Nice.
Duran, whatever their names are.
Duran Duran.
We have some
Duran
presents for you.
Duran Urine.
You know, I've been thinking since the beginning of the show that acousticality is a great word for that thing, for that section.
I disagree.
You disagree?
Yeah.
Poll?
Andy,
What do you
gifts.
think?
So
All right. Nobody cares.
we have a CD of Kenny Loggins' album "Outside from the Redwoods,"
Ooh, that's near
That
here.
illustration.
as well
Track number
as
6,
the
Angry Eyes.
soundtrack to Footloose.
Oh, yes! I was
Nice.
hoping.
If anyone wants to know how to dance the Footloose line dance, I kind of remember.
All right. And that's how you're going to end the show, right?
Yeah, you're gonna do that live for the
Yeah.
rest of the
Nice.
audience.
Outside, on the streets.
Okay.
And for the Reflex by Duran Duran, we have Duran Duran's album Decade. It's called
Oh,
Decade.
mentioned in the
Decade.
flat. Yeah, mentioned in the facts.
As well as a 45 single of Rio by
Ooh,
Duran Duran.
I own this album on. I own this full album.
Nice.
Cool.
Oh, now you have it
Okay.
shrunk.
Yeah, I do. I have a trunk.
Round of applause for our participants! Thank you. We have one last transition.
Slide.
You're gonna nail this. Yeah, that was beautiful. Can we get those responsible for covering mental health, parentheses, bang your head, in parentheses, and relax down to the stage? Round of applause! We are going to wrap up this whole show in 8 minutes. Here we go. State your name for the record.
Logan J. Marshall.
Nice.
You sound like that.
He was supposed to be Logan. Okay, bad now had I idea.
Oh my gosh, this is filled with notes. This is exciting.
Jessica Rosenfield.
Okay. Which one of y'all
the
has?
one who took the pen and clearly used it?
Oh yeah.
Run us through your mindset. I whipped out a pen as a joke and it accidentally fell on the floor, and then you just swooped in like a hawk and you grabbed it and you scurried back to your seat. What were you thinking?
A pen.
All right, excellent. Which one of y'all has mental health? Bang your head.
That's me.
Okay, tell us some fun facts.
Take it away.
Oh yeah, so I mean, these facts like kind of gave me questions, so I like had to take notes. This song was part of their breakthrough album, Metal Health, which came out in 1983, and is known for being the first heavy metal album to top the Billboard album chart. And I feel like that makes me wonder, like, what was the first heavy metal song to like top the song chart? Because they're only like talking about the album chart. So this song did never, like, I don't think it was ever a #1 song.
Oh, there was never a metal song that was #1.
No, this song was never #1.
That song was
So I can't vouch for the accuracy of my notes fully.
sure. It was
But
probably
also I can't vouch for the accuracy of like 9-foot people, so.
What?
Are you talking about Kenny Loggins?
Or
Okay.
Benny Trians? you mean?
Benny Trians?
Oh, that's fair. Trees are tall.
What's the next fact? Leah?
Oh gosh. Right. So they don't have any of their original members still in the band. Yeah, because by 2020, the lead singer of the band was a guy named Jizzy Pearl.
So I'll take that in.
Right, but
Breathe it in. Breathe
So
in the
the
deep
band,
one.
the band Quiet Riot had
Yes.
some people in it, and then
Right.
they've been switched out over the years,
They
and now
switched up.
none of the originals are left. And in fact, one of the people currently on the lineup is named what?
Jizzy Pearl.
Cool. That's very
Well,
cool.
what I thought was really cool is that it's still going without any of their original members. So I like looked it up, and it's like, this is misleading because the band like broke up and then they got back together, but maybe that's pretty common.
I think that's very interesting and cool.
We don't know.
Oh, also is in Footloose.
This song's in
This song's in
Footloose?
This song is in Footloose.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Yeah, it's the
original
part.
or the remake?
Both. What? Yeah, so Ren is driving and then he gets pulled over and this song was playing.
That's all written out word for word on that piece of paper.
Wonderful.
Those are my facts.
Thank you.
Nice.
Good.
Well done.
Quiet. That's hard to say. Quiet Wyatt.
Quiet Wyatt.
Quiet Wyatt.
You guys
Quiet
ready to
down.
go?
Okay.
Don't be quiet.
Nice.
So these are fun facts about Relax by Frankie Goes to Hollywood. One is very short, one is very long. Frankie Goes to Hollywood formed in Liverpool in 1980. Their name comes from an advertisement.
Beatles.
I know, I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to be annoying.
Instead, I was.
Their name comes from an advertisement announcing the first film by Frank Sinatra.
Wow. Thank you. If I was to name my next band from a film, it would be 99 Homes.
Sounds like a great band name.
Thank you.
Nice. Okay. So here's the fun fact that's like, it's a paragraph, guys. This is. Okay.
Here it comes.
Alright. Initial sales were slow, but rose after the band appeared on the BBC series Top of the Pops the following January. Soon after, the BBC banned Relax from its radio and television broadcasts, deeming it obscene. The band created publicity associating Frankie Goes to Hollywood with youth rebellion. Within 2 weeks, Relax reached '1 on the UK singles chart and stayed there for 4 weeks, and the BBC was forced to reverse its ban. Relax won the 1985 Brit Award for Best British Single. That was too much unnecessary information.
Sorry, I zoned out. Can you say it again?
No.
Why was it banned?
Why was it banned? It said it was obscene.
Oh.
Relax.
When
Don't
you,
do it.
When you want to come.
If you want to go through it, relax. Don't do it if you want to come.
Oh, I was thinking of the Twisted Towers, or not the Fears for Tears.
Tears for fears.
Tears for tears.
Tears for fears.
Yeah.
Ran eyes for tears. Or tainted love. No, they didn't do tainted
Now,
love. Stop
Venom,
saying
They
that
say
could-
relax.
Venom, I feel like that could be an interesting fact if you sold it as interesting.
Oh, sorry.
I want a second read.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take two.
And all the bits that you thought weren't interesting, really pump those
Okay.
ones up.
Initial sales were slow.
Oh.
But rose after the band appeared on the BBC series Top of the Pops the following January.
No way.
Soon after, comma,
How
the
soon?
BBC band relaxed from its radio and television broadcasts, comma, deeming it obscene.
Boo.
The band created publicity associating Frankie Goes to Hollywood with youth rebellion. Within 2 weeks, Relax reached #1 on the UK singles chart and stayed there for 4 weeks.
That's a lot.
And the BBC was forced to reverse its ban. I'm not done yet. Relax won the 1985 Grammy Award for Best British Single. Now I'm done.
I love that. That's like the thing that the first part was the movie, and that last part was like there's this screenshot of them celebrating, and the bottom text is
What happened next?
relax.
The postscript.
Won the the postscript.
Right.
Yeah.
We've got time for one more round of the game, everybody.
Yeah. All right.
Mental health, bang your head. How fast are you?
121 beats per minute.
That's a little too slow to win that round, but what about the danceability?
50.
That's a win for that column. We're 1-1. What about energy?
94.
Oh! 2-1.
Yeah. So the next two numbers are slow, but it's in Footloose, so maybe like there
Well,
could be a Kevin Bacon number.
There can be a Kevin Bacon bonus.
Yeah.
Acousticness.
5.
5. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
another one. We're tied. Can it beat 8 for liveness?
It can. It's 23.
Oh, right.
Right.
We have one last Get Song BPM. I wish this room was hotter. Venom.
Okay.
I feel fine.
The tempo is 112 BPM.
112. All right, that's a loss. Sorry.
Uh,
Keep going.
Danceability 68.
68. That's a win.
Okay. Energy 70.
That's a loss.
Okay. Acousticness 34.
That's a win. We are tied
All right.
for the last game of the
Yeah.
evening.
Drum roll that shit. Drum roll that shit. All right.
Weird Al, it
Liveness,
is at 8.
5.
Oh my gosh, it's a win for Weird Al!
Does Weird Al win the whole shebang?
That requires too much counting. You have no time. We have one last round for gifts.
All right.
Yes.
Yes. Talking about mental health, bang your head.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So I think we did tallying differently as we went along. So let's see here.
We have a 45 of what's the single? Quiet Riot for Bang Your Head.
Wow, I've never had a 45.
And we have the novel The Quiet, The Power of Introverts in a World That Can't Stop Talking by Susan Kang. Gretchen Rubin, author of The Happiness Project, said it was superbly researched, deeply insightful, and a fascinating read. New York Times bestseller. All right, and for Relax by Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
Oh, wait, I actually came up with a gift.
Whoa.
Oh my god! It's my friend.
It's a G2.
Thank you.
Fantastic. All right, we have an LP of Zingers from the original Hollywood Squares game show.
Awesome!
Featuring the likes of Don Rickles, Peter Marshall, Rose Marie, and Rich Little, Freddie Prinze, Burt Reynolds.
I wish I understood the historical significance.
And
Read a book,
I
know.
we have a Hollywood sticker pack.
Yeah.
Full of stickers. And
There's an extra thing. I found this on the floor of Justine's apartment building.
Oh.
it appears to be a gift card for the long deceased Hollywood video.
And there's a Yu-Gi-Oh!
You want this back, Justine?
It was literally in the staircase in my building.
Yeah, it was in the staircase.
And you can have a receipt.
That
if
was
you want
some
to.
embellishment.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, a little bit. Round of applause for our final participants. Folks, you have been a lovely audience. Give yourselves all a round of applause. If you have never, ever listened to the Weird Pals podcast, you had some cards on your seats that might get you to, I think, the Spotify link of the show, if I did that correctly.
You did.
We've got episodes coming out every Monday. This will be the finale of season 3, which will be coming out maybe by, I think, like the first week of August is when this one will be coming out.
Are we ending on a cliffhanger?
Are we having, what do you mean?
I mean, like, we're coming to the end, or is the season going to end with a cliffhanger?
Yes. Of course. All seasons do. The current episode that's out is a watch-along with featuring Chris and Justine. Instead of covering the song George of the Jungle, we just watched George of the Jungle. If we pull off...
Do you want to talk about the quote that you got from him? Was that real?
Oh! Someone called the episode nearly unlistenable. That person was also Justine.
Not wrong.
You can follow us on social media stuff. We actually had a person who was going to come who was a complete stranger, but they found us through a different Weird Al podcast that I guested on. And he's like, I thought I followed all of the Weird Al podcasts, but there's one more. So shout out to Zeb, who couldn't make it tonight, but lives somewhere nearby and will be at a show at some point. Thank you so much for Endgames for hosting us. Thanks to Kaya in the booth. Kaya, please play us out with our theme song.
It's loading, hold on.
Go, baby. And as we say at the end of every show, bye.
Bye.